Hey, welcome. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
this is great. Thanks for the invitation.
yeah, for sure. I'm so glad you're here.
So tell us a little bit about what we have here.
Yeah, so this is their Korean family meal. We've got a couple of Banchan, which is basically side dishes. Bean sprout, pickled radish, spinach there with garlic. Then the main dish we have the bulgogi, which is marinated beef. This is ribeye. Then you've got the pork, which is a spicy pork marinated in some chili paste. Lettuces to wrap it around. So that's kind of what we have here with the rice, of course.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So what is this right here? What is
We call it 깻잎, and this one is pickled perilla leaf. In the beginning of the year, my grandmother sent me some in a Ziploc, actually. And I received it, and because it's pickled, you can leave it as, for a long time. And my grandmother, she passed away during the Holy Week. Yeah, and it's amazing that I still kept this pickled perilla leaf with me.
Wow, so she made that with her own hands.
Yeah, she did.
Wow.
She did, yeah. So I've been just meaning to share this with you guys,
Wow,
and share this.
awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, so let me just get some of this on your plates here.
Sure.
Okay?
All right.
Yeah. I gotta remember ladies first.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
There you go. Some spinach there.
Okay.
And of course, Pastor Aaron, for you as well.
Thank you. I think you gave her more than you gave me.
No, not true. No, you're gonna get yours. Don't worry. There you go. Typically, what we like to do is we just take one of these leaves. So I'll just show you how I do it. I'll take one of this leaf here. Then I'll take a piece of meat. Take a little bit of this paste here. It's a chili and bean paste.
Okay.
Then I'll put a little bit of garlic here. Ladies first.
Oh, nice.
Here you go, and you just
Thank
pop it in your
you.
mouth. Yep.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
How's that? You like that? That's good. Looks like Pastor Aaron needs one too.
This is delicious.
Yeah, I think I have some of that.
Yeah. Some of the garlic.
It's perfect.
And we just call this sam, which is just wrap.
Sam,
It's a wrap, basically. Here you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
There it is.
Good.
That's some right there.
It was like bursts in your mouth of flavor.
Oh, wow. So now I know we're eating, but can you tell me about the process of how the perilla leaf is made?
Yeah, so this dish, the way you make it is you get the leaves, fresh leaves, then you layer it, and in between you put this sauce in there. And the sauce is typically made with garlic, soy sauce, some fish sauce, and you add the chili flakes in there. You layer it on top of each other, and then you put it in a jar, and you ferment it. You pickle it, basically.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Do you want to try one?
Sure.
Okay, cool. Because these are layered, it's kind of hard to peel them with your chopstick.
Oh.
So it takes a skilled
Wow.
person.
Wow.
Now, what you do is you wrap this around the bed of rice that you have. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it around your rice
Okay.
here.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Here you
Oh,
go.
wow.
And you just grab it with a...
You can just grab it with your spoon or your chopstick or however you like.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Like I said, it is a little spicy.
And you just eat the whole thing?
Eat the whole thing, yep.
Wow. Man, I feel so honored to eat this. This is... Oh, wow.
Deep flavor, huh? Yeah.
This is so good.
Yeah. Thank you. It's my grandmother's hand taste.
Yeah.
We call it the hand taste because you make this with your hand, and this is the last part of my grandma, that's on this physical earth. So, just so glad I can share this with you guys. Yeah,
We're so
yeah.
honored.
Wow,
Wow, that's really special.
Yeah. Would you like to try one?
I would. Thank you.
Here you go. I'll just wrap it around the bed of rice for you. And you just put it right under the spoon there.
That is so
Wow,
good.
thank you for sharing your grandmother with us.
Yeah, I know, exactly.
Tell us
Yeah.
more about her.
Yeah, so every family has struggles and challenges, but I've heard from my mom that my grandmother really was sort of opposed to Christian faith that my mom was embracing at the time. Yeah, so my parents do ministry in Chicago right now, and my mom actually was the first believer, first Christian in the family. My grandparents were not believers. In fact, my mom struggled a lot when she was growing up, trying to keep her faith, in Christianity, and she was just getting a lot of persecution from my grandparents. Yeah, particularly my grandmother, who really didn't want her to go to church on Sundays, and so yeah, many times my mom would, sort of lie about where she would go on Sundays. However, this past year, I think God has been really softening my grandmother's heart through my mom's love of just visiting and being there for my grandmother at her final days. My grandma actually asked my mom to forgive her for all of the years of persecution and being against the faith.
Wow.
And then my mom shared the gospel with my grandmother, and in her final days she accepted Christ, and now she's with the Lord. So I'm really, really happy about that. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is even more special.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. And like I said, this dish is so interesting because it can last long time.
Yeah.
And when I think about my mom and my grandmother, that's what I think about. It's just like this dish. Food can go bad. It can go sour.
Yeah.
And yet it can age and it can even taste better. And I see that forgiveness and the reconciliation between my mom and my grandmother. It kind of represents almost like this dish. One thing they had in common, though, my grandma, my mom, is that they both love cooking. So this comes from my mom, and then what my mom had, it came from my grandmother.
Yeah, that's the correlation between, the process of how that's made and fermented and made with your grandmother's own hands. Just speaks volumes to a tradition that's passed down to you.
Yeah.
But also that your mother would share the gospel with your grandmother.
Yeah.
And after all those years, she comes to a saving knowledge of Jesus Christ. It's beautiful.
Amen.
Amen.
Yeah. So this is a bite of my my grandmother. Yeah.
What a memory. What a legacy.
All right, I'm gonna ask the girls if they want some of this perilla leaf.
Oh, great.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
하나 유나 이리 와봐. 깻잎 먹을래? Remember, this is what Grandma made. Good. Here's a bite. There you go. There you go. And this one for Yuna. There you go. How's that? A little bit spicy. Good. Yeah, a little spicy. Here's some water. Give this to your sister. One of the great things about my grandmother was that she was so happy to serve food to others, and she would be so happy to see your smiling face as you're eating the food.
So now, is that your grandmother in the picture there?
Yeah, so this is my grandmother, my mom's side. And also I have a picture here with both my grandmother from my mom's side and also my dad's side. And we're in a church in South Korea. Even though my mom's side of family started with just her as a Christian, right now currently her younger sister's husband is a pastor, so that's the church. Then her youngest sister is also a Christian, a devoted Christian as well. Yeah, it's interesting. You start out with just that one person faith, and it's been spreading, and now they're serving the Lord.
I mean this just from the depths of my heart. I am so honored that you shared that part. That is so special that your grandmother,
I'll never
she's
forget
passed
this
on.
meal.
We'll never forget this because
Wow.
you've taken table fellowship to another level in that you could have saved the
Something that's
last for
precious
yourself,
and
but
priceless,
you shared it with us, and that means a lot. This reminds me of Southern hospitality, where you put your heart and soul, and people say, "Cut." You stuck your foot in that. That's what we say.
Yeah, that's what you say.
Yeah, that means, oh my goodness, you put your whole self.
Yeah.
And that you stuck your foot in there.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's exactly it.
You did.
And back in the days, I remember my grandmother used to she won't even have the glove on. She would just with her bare hands make all of these dishes.
Yeah.
And I would eat off of her hand. I would go to her hand, and she would just take this and feed me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing a part of your grandmother with us, and just the story of her life and a legacy now that she has passed on to you and your family, and will pass on for generations. I feel very honored to have participated or tasted some of your last of what she has.
Yeah, thanks for coming and being a part of this. If my grandmother was here, sitting at this table, I would say a couple words, and I would say it in Korean, and I would say this. I would say 할머니, which is grandmother. I would say 할머니, 감사합니다, thank you. 사랑합니다, I love you, grandma. 보고 싶습니다, I miss you, grandma. And I will say at the final, we all say together that we enjoy this meal, which is 잘 먹겠습니다, 잘 먹었습니다. Yeah.
잘
먹었습니다.